Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil. Today we are talking Record of Ragnarok, Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, and I'm coming at you with Hajun. Hajun, the newest character, newest god, demon, whatever you want to call it, to be introduced into the series, and it looks like he's fighting my boy Buddha. Now, last chapter, the last two chapters, I should say, a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of big, giant nuclear lore bombs dropping. You had Beelzebub. You had the official matchup ended of Zero Fuku versus Buddha, but obviously that's not gonna slide now that we have Hajun here, who's looking to be the ultimate counter to my boy Buddha. More on that later. Yeah, those two, Beelzebub, the official match ending, and then obviously Hajun appearing at the end of chapter 49 to take this matchup to the next level, man. I mean, I think majority of us, I'd probably say like 90% of everybody up to date on Record of Ragnarok, we all had Buddha winning, right? We all had him winning even before we knew about his future sight, his abilities, his changing weapon that he had. We all had this dude winning for the most part. I know there were a few Zero boys out there, but I mean, Buddha was just broken. He was OP for sure. But now with this guy Hajun, having the ability, it seems like from the last few panels we read, having the ability to cancel out Buddha's future sight, this is gonna shake things up for sure. This is gonna shake the matchup up. It's gonna shake the match up for damn sure. And I think things are gonna get spicy. Things are gonna get really spicy. I think next chapter we're gonna see Hajun coming out here swinging hard on my boy Buddha. But for this video, I really want to talk about Hajun and really the lore, mythology, and everything surrounding this guy, because up until now, and maybe I could speak for, majority of people here, up until now in Record of Ragnarok, I've had a good grasp about most of the gods and humans in the series so far. I mean, obviously Thor, Zeus, Hercules, these three, like, come on. Thor's in the fucking Marvel movies, bro. We know these guys. We know these guys for sure. All the Roman, all the Greek, all the Norse mythology gods. These guys are basically known by everybody. You had Shiva there. Shiva's also a pretty well-known god in the whole entirety of, just knowledge. And we had Lu Bu, we had Adam, we had Jack the Ripper, we had my boy Raiden. Raiden was kind of obscure to me for a little bit, but I mean, it's Raiden, come on. And now we had Buddha, which is obviously Buddha. Everybody knows about the Buddha, Buddhism. And now we have Hajun, and even Zero Fuku. Didn't really know about the 7 lucky gods and all of them. Now we have Hajun. I know nothing about this guy. I didn't even know who he was. When I was reading the chapter, I was like, who the hell is Hajun? And thankfully, we have these end of the chapter notes that I'm gonna read I'm gonna read shortly, that kind of describe him, and I want to go a little more in depth to this guy, because this is kind of this is a cool entity. He's kind of cross religion, cross pantheon, cross mythology, and he's kind of weird, and it seems like he is, even in the writing in scripture, in the mythology, in the religion, it seems like he's kind of the counter to Buddha. So I think that's gonna play out a lot in this coming matchup, in this chapter. And I think my boy Buddha, man, he's gonna need to do something. He's gonna need to do something to end up on top in this matchup. So that's the plan for this video. We're gonna go in depth on Hajun. And we're gonna make some predictions. We're gonna make some theories about what I think could happen in this fight. We got the chapter dropping in like 2 weeks or something, so get ready for that. Wow, Record of Ragnarok. Shit is going down. Guys, without further ado, Hajun. Let's do this shit. I'll actually start with the notes, because this is where I came to first when trying to figure out what's up with this boy Hajun. Because if you just put Hajun into Google, it's very confusing. It's very confusing. You get some different anime type things. There's a few like Record of Ragnarok Reddit posts and everything. It's because this is a being that has multiple names, right? Multiple names, and some of the different names pop up better in the search engine. So that's if you were trying to Google Hajun, there you go. I just deciphered that for you. But anyways, the notes. If Netflix wanted a motion comic, they should have just hired Amius. Yes, fucking. I don't want to talk about the anime. I really don't. But the fan animations were fire. They were so good. They were fire. Anyways, Hajun, the Japanese translation of the Sanskrit name papayas. Papayas, like the fucking food? No. Referring to a demon who tries to lead Buddhists into evil and obstruct Buddhist practices. Yeah, this is what I was finding on Google as well. This thing going on here. Kind of like the devil of Buddhism, if you want to think about it that way. In Japanese Buddhism, he's often considered similar but not identical to the Buddhist demon Mara, who appeared to the Buddha himself and tried to tempt him with his 3 daughters. He's also considered one of the 4 demons in Japanese Buddhism who prevents enlightenment. The others being the demons of the 5 skandhas of klesha, or worldly desire, and of death. So yeah, a big thing in Buddhism. I took a world religion class one time. And a big thing of Buddhism is the thing of desire, right? Desire. You gotta toss away your worldly desires, and it seems like this guy Hajun is literally, he's almost like the god of desire, if that's what I'm getting at here. So it's literally the direct counter, the antithesis, if you will. The 6th heaven, he rules over as the highest of the heavenly of the heavens in the desire realm. Yeah, that's kind of what I just said. Incidentally, Oda Nobunaga also called himself the demon lord of the 6th heaven. Yeah, there you go. Which often leads to him being associated with the demons in media. Right, another name for Hajun is Tenma, meaning heavenly demon, and is also used as the name of Mara in Chinese. Right, so we got a lot of different cross translations here. We got translations between like Buddhism, Japanese, Chinese. A lot of different names for this being. It looks like we're going with Hajun for the manga, which is cool. Now, here's what I think. After just reading these notes, here's what I think. I think we're gonna get another. I think it's safe to say, I'd say like 70% for, 30% against. I'd say we're probably going to get another backstory flashback chapter of my boy Buddha. Or of my boy Hajun. Who knows? I think we're going to get another flashback chapter, and I want to see some confrontation of them in the past, maybe, since we did see the Zero Fuku and Buddha confrontation in the flashback, right? We saw that, so I think it's safe to say we might get a Hajun Buddha flashback as well. And I think it just makes sense to have Hajun get a flashback as well. I don't know. It just makes sense to me. I don't think Hajun spawned from Zero alone. I mean, you saw the horns drill into his face and all that shit. I do think Beelzebub has something to do with Hajun spawning, simply because they're both like devils in their respective religions, right? They're both, yeah, I think they're both the devil in their respective religions. So it kind of just makes sense for that. And also, why would you put him in the chapter just for it not to make any sense? No, I think Beelzebub has something to do with it for sure. And it's kind of weird to me, right? Because yeah, this leads me to believe we're gonna get a Hajun flashback as well, right? It leads me to believe because Zero Fuku is a Japanese god, right? And obviously there is Japanese Buddhism and all that, but it's also another case of cross-religion, cross-mythology, cross-pantheon, right? The fact Zero Fuku, the spawn of the 7 lucky gods, was in the flashback with Buddha, it leads me to believe we're gonna get another flashback with Hajun, so look out for that. And I'm excited, dude. I'm really excited to see what Hajun's all about. Yes, he's going to be strong as shit if we're thinking in the terms of the manga. He's going to be strong. He's going to put up a fight against my boy Buddha. So look forward to that. And Buddha's going to need to think of something because he is the direct counter against Buddha. He blocks out his future vision. That's what we saw last chapter. So we'll see. He has his, we still have a few more forms, I think, for his weapon. So maybe one of his weapons will be the direct counter to Hajun. Who knows? But I think next chapter we see Hajun come out swinging against the boy Buddha. And it is going to be something, man. I don't know. Did Brunhild think of this in the entirety of everything? Did she know this was a possibility? I don't know. I don't know if we get to see more of Beelzebub next chapter. I don't. And I'd love to see the reaction from some of the other gods, because we were getting the reaction from like Aphrodite, and we got a few other looks last chapter, and they were all like, "Oh, what the hell is this?" They kind of looked down upon this shit. So we'll see, man. This is the enemy of a god in what was already a god versus god matchup. So this is kind of interesting. I want to see, like, maybe we see some of the enemies of other gods pop into the next chapter. Like, obviously Beelzebub, like I already said, he's like the devil in his religion and his mythology. So we have him, Beelzebub, Hajun. We could maybe we see like Hades or someone, right? Hades, Thanatos, underworldly type gods, right? The devil, I mean, we have Jesus there, right? So maybe we see more of these type of gods, because this is a type of god we haven't really seen in the series up until this point. So I'm excited. This kind of changes up the grand scheme of things, doesn't it? I'm very excited. But guys, that's the video. That's the video on Hajun. And I might make a video on Beelzebub coming up, because Beelzebub got thrown in the ringer, and I think he deserves his own spotlight. We'll see. He still has a matchup to come, obviously. And we'll see what happens. Guys, let me know down below, what do you think about Hajun? Let me know down below if you know a lot about this dude. Give me like a brief synopsis on him, and what are you expecting for him to throw out against the boy Buddha. But guys, that's the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.